The recent waves of protests led by Kenyan Gen Zs have been rapidly spreading to other African nations, most notably Nigeria. Fueled by frustration with corrupt governance, the protests reflect the fearless and unified spirit of a generation that transcends tribal divisions. This generation has grown weary of the long-standing influence of colonialism in Africa and has been closely observant of the injustices taking place. It's evident that they are determined to put an end to the remnants of colonial rule and bring about positive change for the continent. Before I delve further into the global spread of Gen Z protests, I came across a video from Kenya that I believe is pertinent to today's discussion. This video will provide insight into the topic at hand.
The Gen Zs are not fighting against flesh and blood. Theirs is a fight against principalities and powers, rulers of darkness and wickedness in high places. Gen Zs don't want to kill anybody, even though we are killing them. We have snipers in this building to kill our young people. They are not fighting flesh and blood, Mr. Speaker. It is about wickedness in high places, parliament, state house, city hall, governor's premises across the nation. It is wickedness in high places that the Gen Zs are fighting against. It was not even the finance bill, Mr. Speaker, that was the problem. The finance bill was a catalyst. All this started when we decided to force on Kenyans a housing law. In fact, it's a good thing that those young people came to parliament, because we are the ones who passed a housing law and told the young people they can go to hell if they want. We are the ones who passed a health law, which nobody understands today. Mr. Speaker, those people who work for the National Health Insurance Fund, they have no certainty. They don't know whether they have a job. Leave alone a job, they don't even know whether they have a health cover. And yet they work for the National Health Insurance Fund. It was this parliament that brought about that kind of wickedness, that many of our people today do not have health cover. Today, children in schools do not have health cover, something that we thought would be a constitutional guarantee. It was taken away, and this parliament kept quiet about it. Mr. Speaker, the Gen Zs are fighting about the neo-colonialism that we are seeing today. When Kenyans are complaining about their government, the first person to respond to us is the American ambassador, in PowerPoint presentations, telling us how our elections are free and fair, telling us how our president has been sent from God.
Over the past 3 weeks, the youth in Kenya have been making waves globally with their innovative approach to protest and their use of social media as a platform for self-expression. Their protests against proposed tax reforms have seen thousands of young Kenyans taking to the streets, signifying a notable shift in the sphere of youth activism and advocacy in Africa. A striking image depicting a vibrant crowd of young people, clad in trendy attire and fervently protesting on the streets of Nairobi, quickly circulated online within mere hours, serving as a powerful testament to the burgeoning influence of Generation Z on Africa's political landscape. The image seemed to convey a resolute message that there would be a departure from the norms of the past. This image prominently featured a sizable placard bearing the words, "Reject Finance Bill," accompanied by the imprint of Gen Z on the attire of the protesters. It resonated deeply with a generation grappling with issues of unemployment, exorbitant interest rates, and elevated taxes. Moreover, this protest marked the first instance of concerted action by the youth in Kenya, encompassing a visually appealing and social media-friendly look that embodies not only a new epoch, but also the zeal and drive of a fresh generation. After the recent protest in Kenya, the youth in several African countries, including Nigeria, have been inspired to stand up and fight for a better future for their countries. In Nigeria, the hashtag #TinubuMustGo has been trending alongside a photo with the caption, "End Bad Government in Nigeria 2024. This photo also outlines the reasons for the upcoming protest in Nigeria, scheduled to begin on August 1st. This echoes the same spirit and determination that sparked the protests in Kenya, and it's a significant moment for the African youth. It's worth celebrating that the Kenyan government has responded to the concerns raised by the young people.